want you to react to part 2 of Amnesiac, because you loved part 1 so much. Meow.
It's time to move to part 2. My first thoughts is I'm glad this isn't a minimalist song. I like how it really started to open with the ride being really prominent. Kind of like a reverbed out guitar too, reverbed out voice. Everything's spacious in this song so far. And the chord progression's really cool. I really like that part. I doubt that there's a lot of people that go to this song and you're like, this is one of my favorite songs Radiohead's ever made, but it seems like a very, very solid track. One that like doesn't have anything negative about it. Doesn't really do anything too risky, but it keeps the album moving, it keeps it open. It's pretty much the opposite of what I noticed on the first half, where tracks were either amazing or something that I didn't really like. This one is just somewhere in the middle where it's a solid song. There's nothing like I'm obsessed with about it. I really like those first 3 chords, how it's all descending. Guitars are really like bouncing off each other really effectively. It's really fun to listen to. That was cool. It's kind of like, it starts kind of like the Reckoner. It's just like super reverbed out percussion. It's really open. Yeah, I could lose myself in this one. Like I said, though, it was just a solid, good track. Good Radiohead song. Nothing that stood out like miles above everything else, but nothing that like detracted from the song. It was just a solid song. What'd you think about it, buddy? Same. So I totally remember Morning Bell was a song that I thought was pretty good off of Kid A. I actually really enjoyed the song. And I heard that this was like a second version that they did, which is why it says Morning Bell Amnesiac. So let's see if it stands up to the first. Some people have told me it's way better. Some people have told me it's way worse. I bet it's somewhere in the middle. It's probably like pretty good. It really gets into it. If I'm remembering correctly, this song sounds nothing like this in the original. I really like the chords. I really like the vocals. I don't know if I like the cadence of the song, how it's kind of like a slodge. I like all the little sounds they have in it too. I hope it just builds up. If it stays like this the whole song, it might get a little old. Sounds like there's a lot of weird instruments in this song. It's pretty cool. Pretty sure you just said cut the kids in half. I do agree, Tom. I like that bass line. That's probably my favorite part so far. There's not really a lot to grasp onto in this song that like stands out because it all kind of mixes together a little bit. I think I'd be in a similar place to Knives Out with that one, where I didn't think there was anything horrendously bad about it. I didn't think there was anything magnificent about it. I thought it was just a solid Radiohead song that I'm not going to probably return to too many times, but it's not something that I didn't like. There was nothing I could find to really like pick apart about it that I just was like, I didn't really like this about it. It was just a song that didn't really do too much for me. The one thing that I had as a complaint was that it kind of stayed with the same slow cadence the whole time. But obviously that was a stylistic choice they went for. It's just something that didn't do anything for me. But I did really like the chord progression, and I like the singing, and a lot of the ambient noises in the background. They sounded really unique this time. On to Dollars and Cents. Started very similarly to Knives Out. What a cool bass line. definitely doesn't sound like 4/4. Could be one of those times where they're just throwing you off, though. Is that a phaser on the guitar there? That sounds really good. It's very subtle, actually. Ooh. This is really exploding. Jeez. It's kind of been like ebbing and flowing. It goes like, it gives you like a ton, and then it pulls back, and then it gives a ton. It's very interesting. The bizarre vocal effects and counter melodies is something that was very reminiscent of Kid A, which you can kind of see that this has the influence of like what they were thinking at the time. It seems like they do a good job of picking the songs that are like end up being so long, like these 5-minute songs. They pick bass lines that are very, very, very catchy and interesting and intricate, which keeps the song moving. As they change the stuff that goes over the bass line, the root of the song still stays the same. It sounds really good, I think. That was a cool melody. This reminds me of waking up sucking on a lemon. I don't know what these effects are, but sound pretty awesome. So something I want to address, which people have consistently mentioned to me, is that Amnesiac is the Kid A leftovers. It's songs that they also recorded during the same session. And I wouldn't say that the song quality itself is necessarily lower, but I do think the album is a bit less cohesive, and perhaps that's because it's the songs that didn't fit on the cohesive Kid A. And as much as Kid A is probably my least favorite I've listened to so far, it definitely had a consistent aesthetic that they were going for, where I think sometimes on Amnesiac, it doesn't sound exactly like that. The second half sounds more consistent so far than the first half did to me, though the first half had absolute bangers on it that I'm going to be consistently going back to, especially like I might be wrong. Now we have a 2-minute song called Hunting Bears. That is a snazzy guitar tone. There's like a sweeping synth again in the back, which has been something I've noticed. It's a long build-up for a 2-minute song. I'd like to know the significance of the title, Hunting Bears. Really like the delay on the guitar along with the distortion. It just sounds so full. I'll have to try that on one of my own songs at some point. The delay's on the complete opposite side, so you have the guitar played on the right side and then it's delayed on the left, and it plays just a second later, just half a second. As much as I do enjoy the guitar tone and some of the stuff it's playing, this song definitely sounds unfinished to me. Let's see how it leads into like spinning plates. What the? It's like someone's sucking air. I think this is the one people said was a reverse of I Will. If that sound doesn't pull you in, I don't know what will. What the crap, dude? Definitely tell it sounds reversed. I bet most people's first experience with the song is like, what the hell? Slowly followed by a, what the hell? I think it was a general consensus that people really, really like this song. I'm yet to make up my mind. I want to see where it goes. I don't know what it is in the background there. Perhaps it's a highly affected up guitar. those sounds are what's making this for me right now. I wonder what this sounds like if you reverse it, because I don't think it's the same as I Will at all, actually. Oddly enough, there's like an extreme amount of emotion in this song, despite it being reversed. Like, I'm actually really feeling something listening to this. This is definitely my favorite on the second half so far, and going into this, I didn't expect it. It was like a reversed song. Come on, guys. But this is why you keep an open mind with, especially when Radiohead's concerned, because they'll always find a way to surprise you. Somehow the chord progression was one of my favorites on the album, and it's reversed order, so I don't understand how that works, but it did, and it worked phenomenally. I actually really, really liked that one. And now we're on to the last one, which is Life in a Glass House, which I've heard a lot of people say is their favorite on the album, one of their favorites on the album, at least their favorite in the second half, and that they thought I would really like it. So I have high hopes for this one. And they always tend to do closers that really grab my attention. Even if they're not my number one favorite songs every time, there always is something really cool about them, and they do something different, something unique. That is a cool chord. Oh. Has like elements of jazz in it. Swing. Is it a clarinet? Can't say I expected to hear clarinet on this song. Some really cool melodies on these auxiliary instruments. This is what I mean when I said they always do something unique and different on the final track. Look at this. If this doesn't keep you interested, like, this world is not for you. This sounds so good. This might be my favorite on this half. Oh, that's one of my favorite things when you do the same melody or like little riff on a different chord and it fits in and it changes the complete sound of what's happening, and that's what the, I believe it's a clarinet, is going on the right side. That chord is so nice. I have so much to say about this song. I love how it just, the trumpet explodes in the chorus here. This has such a final note, note of finality. They're really just going off this song. It feels so weighty. What a conclusion. Man, I was getting to the point at the end of the first half where because there were some songs that I really didn't get into, I was like, perhaps this is going to be my least favorite. But like the second half has been very consistent in its quality, and it's kind of like started to make a run for being better than Kid A, and I'm not sure which one I prefer. I'd have to go back and listen to Kid A again. I think it's probably because the last 2 songs were so interesting, so different, creative, innovative. That's probably a good word I would use to describe them, because having a reverse song followed by this weird genre blending mayhem that was Life in a Glass House, like, oh, it was such a good note to end it on that it just like left a great taste in my mouth. As soon as I'm done reacting to all the Radiohead albums, I'm going to do a video ranking them, because I actually just love ranking things. It's just like one of my favorite things to do. If you saw my OK Computer track ranked video, then you'd know that. But so thank you guys for always being here to support me. I know that I had some controversial opinions in the first half where I maybe didn't love a song or two, but most of you were very civil about it, and I'm glad to know that there's a lot of you out there who, even though you might not agree with my opinion, you support that, everyone just sees music differently, especially in their first listen. So thank you so much for your support, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Leave a like, leave a sub if you're interested, and I'm probably going to do something like the live basement sessions next, because that's been highly requested, and I'm not too anticipatory over King of Limbs because I've heard that it's a very electronic, experimental, and perhaps one of their weakest albums. That doesn't mean I'm not going to do it, though. I will do it, and I will be honest with my opinions, and I'm totally open to electronic, but I have also heard that it's weaker, so you'll have to let me know what you guys think about King of Limbs down below. Anyways, thank you for watching again, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. See you later.